Okay, welcome back. Previously, in the world of Elekind, the heroes found a respite from the dangers of the woods at the Weathered Wayfarer. After meeting Davik Pross and Velodor Krim, the only two residents, the heroes accepted a bounty for 5 gold pieces per wolf pelt they retrieve. The next morning, they strike out into the wild in search of prey. After taking out a pack, they spy a huge wolf in the distance and foolishly track it back to a crevasse in the glacier, only to come to the conclusion that they may have stepped into a white dragon's lair. They beat a hasty retreat, but run into frostbitten zombies carrying winter blights. Retreat to the Wayfarer to regroup. That also includes an unconscious Nim. So you guys make it back to the inn with no real... I do recall you all having dinner and then going to sleep.
Mm-hmm.
The next morning, you awaken to the smell of bacon.
Yes.
Finally, some real food. Something hot.
I'm pretty sure that mush was hot. It's just mushy.
Oh, yeah,
Now we find out if the bacon has been pureed.
Maybe we'll have bacon balls.
I don't know how I feel about bacon balls.
I mean, it's all the same, right? Anyways, let's go eat. Well, let's go check on Nim first and then eat.
I believe Biri has been with Nim all night.
Yes.
Well, how's Nim doing? Is he okay?
How's Nim doing?
I mean, it's a long rest, so I'm assuming I got back all my HPs.
Yes.
He's doing great. Or I would have woken you up.
All right. You would have been in for a fight with that, though, but...
You a heavy
Good.
sleeper?
You know I am. When I actually did go to sleep. So, because I used to stay up all night and... You're hanging on the roof at home.
I thought elves were supposed to not need all that sleep.
He's a half-elf.
I know that. Take after your sleepy side of the family. It's fine. I'm not judging. Just...
You mean all those nights out hanging out on roofs, peeing on mares?
I'm just really dreaming hard about Marin, that's all. Wait, you're not supposed to know about that. Fuck.
We all know about that.
Biri goes
What's the highest passive perception in the group?
It's not me.
I think it's 14, I think. I remember it was me being... Oh.
Mine's 11.
Mine's 10.
Quint?
I'm opening my sheet, sorry. Slow-ass computer doing slow-ass things. I'm pretty sure mine's not very high. Give reader a second to load. Yeah, mine's just 12.
Well, the 12 is definitely enough to spy Anton's morning wood as you guys head downstairs for breakfast.
This is why Biri's passive perception is 10. She blinded herself at some point in the last year.
It's not a morning wood, it's a morning log. Get it right.
Quint is steadfast to his axe.
This is the only wood you can't cut, Quint.
Quint chuckles and puts his axe down.
My axe is not strong enough.
Don't challenge the goddamn barbarian with an axe in your genitals.
I didn't think he was after kindling.
Whoa!
Whoa.
So you guys make it down the stairs with all of this horseplay.
Oh
Yeah, dire tidings when the word horseplay gets thrown around in D&D.
Start a new character.
And that was when the undead wizard in the lobby points at Biri.
It's okay, Barry. We'll avenge you. I mean, also
Power
die.
word kill.
I mean, that motherfucker could add up all of our HPs and kill us with that one spell. So, I mean... Anyways.
Let's make it down to the common room, and you find in the center of the room is a tripod with a kettle with a bunch of porridge with bacon in it. Like cut up, chopped up bacon. How disappointing.
It's better than porridge without bacon in.
I wonder if this is just like a way to lead up to something spectacular. Like, you know, since we did a good job yesterday, for the most part, today we get bacon. So tomorrow we get like porridge, bacon, and, you know, I don't know, something else that goes good in porridge.
You also all notice that there is a man off to the side, kind of a larger gentleman with a spectacular beard, enjoying himself some of this porridge with Davik sitting at the table with him, and they are talking, and both of them turn to look at you with genial expressions upon their face.
Good morning.
Davik points to the kettle.
Yep, on it. He looks over
Good
his
man.
shoulder. Anybody else want something to eat? It's porridge with bacon. And he kind of
I'll take it.
he kind of like peers over and like gives up like a really strong sniff. Kind of looks
Smells
down.
like bacon.
Yeah. The only thing redeeming about this is the bacon. But okay, can't complain. Could be worse. And he like scoops some into like a bowl, and then brings it to Biri first, and then the second one to Nim, and then the third one to fucking Quint, and then he finally gets a bowl for himself. And starts eating.
Barry's gonna give a nod to the new bearded man and to Davik. Take her porridge and go sit by them. Now we're breakfasting together.
Indeed.
Hey, Davik, I got a question for you. Something that's been kind of on my mind the past few days. Well, past couple days. If you don't mind.
Yeah.
Entertaining. Have you ever seen a roving group of individuals carrying black swords? Black steel?
He ponders this for a moment and strokes his chin thoughtfully, sort of looks up at the ceiling. Yeah, they came by maybe a couple months ago.
Did they give you any trouble? I don't think so.
Nah, they were great patrons, paid very well.
Do you know what they do?
And as he considers this, the other man sort of pipes up and goes, "Well, they're a guild,
Guild
a
of
mercenary guild."
what? Oh. Who? And they just take up jobs for anybody, or are they working for one person in particular? Like,
Well, they're mercenary
I'm not
guild. They work for people who pay them.
I'm not entirely sure as to the nature of their jobs. I only know that they have a guild house where I come from.
The
Where's
guild house
that?
where you come from? Where's that?
It's a town called West Haven.
How far is that away from here?
5 days travel.
If I give you a map, could you draw it?
Have you a map?
Sorry. What I missed?
Oh shit! I don't have a map. Shit. Could you make a rough map? I'm sorry.
Son, do you come from Iraq? It's right down the road here. Runs right in front of the inn. Head south.
Oh. Okay. Do you know what their crest means? Looks like a fist.
I thought that was their company symbol. I didn't think there was anything special about it.
Do you know who the leaders are of that guild?
I don't have very extensive dealings with them, understand. I simply know that they have a place of business. I see them around West Haven ever so often. They've been nothing but pillars of the community as far as I can tell.
Beer's gonna offer him a hand over the table, though she has gone kind of grim and stone-jawed.
He looks at it almost contemptuously and then slowly reaches out a fat hand to shake.
Biri of Kepeshmolik.
Well, that's a mouthful.
Dragonborn have big mouths. I didn't hear
I
your
suppose
name.
they do. Taryn Wistrom.
Pleasure to meet you, Mr.
I'm a
Middleton.
merchant. I'm a merchant from West Haven.
I'm glad you made it here safely. No trouble with wolves, I hope?
Oh, no. The wolves are more of an issue heading towards the mountains. Getting here is not the hard part. Getting past here certainly has been. But it seems, from what Davik told me, that you have this wolf situation well in hand. How fortunate for me.
Quite. We're glad to be of service.
Well, in fair trade for you handling this wolf problem, I will say, if you take the back road to West Haven, leading through Winterwood, I would recommend staying away from that town. There's some trouble there.
What kind of trouble?
The whole place is up in an uproar of some kind. They hanged a man.
What for?
It wasn't made obvious to me, but it sounds as though they believed him to be some sort of demon or monster or some such. Very superstitious sounding. But that would be well out of your way if you're going to West Haven.
Unless we took the back road. If I understand right.
Correct.
I suppose you...
No, that is the back road. It is.
The back road goes through Winterwood, so if I'm understanding right, and he's basically saying don't take the back road because...
Yes.
Okay. You travel a lot then in this area?
Oh yes, I'm currently headed to Voroneska with my wares.
I don't suppose you have a map for sale.
But I can be persuaded to draw one.
It seems like it would be useful. I don't know this area well. I could use a map.
An individual comes up behind you and tosses a folded up piece of parchment in front of you. To be Felidor Krim, if you turn around. The other gentleman that's been here since you have.
My thanks, Pelador.
I know Terran well enough. Try to fleece you if he gets the chance.
Is the parchment that he handed over an actual map, or is it just the parchment?
It's an actual map.
Oh, shit. He starts to laugh and reaches into her coin purse to pull out a couple gold pieces to hand
Keep
him.
it. I drew it. I've gotten more.
Thanks, Felidor.
And he takes his bowl, goes back off to a table by himself.
Why don't you come eat with us?
I don't like the smell of that one. And he points to Nim.
He points to Nim. Oh no!
I mean, if you sit close to him long enough, you don't smell it after a while. It's okay. He's very friendly, though.
That's only if you live around mushrooms your entire life like you.
No. Mushrooms aren't bad. Some of them make you strong, and
Some of them kill you.
that's true. Well, he's not the killing sort. I've
Still
lived
smells
my
like
life
one.
on mushrooms this whole time. Hey, he'll put a little hair on your chest. He's nice. Come join us, seriously.
Piss off, I did my good deed for the day.
Alright, that's fair. Yes, you did. Okay, that's cool. Well, it looks like I carry kindling in my pants, and you are a mushroom.
He's worried about how I smell. Yeah, I'm like head high with all your asses.
He looks suddenly self-conscious.
Except berries.
But if never mind, I'm not. Never mind. I don't want to get
Good
beat up.
choice.
Yep. Quint pats him on the shoulder while he's laughing.
Davik sort of leans over and goes, I do offer a tub. It's only 2 silver.
I've been using it already. What?
Yeah, he's gonna want 2 silver.
Davik puts out his hand.
Gives him 2 silver.
Thank you.
I thought there was a
Now
tab.
please, be kind and return my tub when you're finished.
I didn't know. Is he talking like a bucket?
No, a tub. An actual metal tub.
Then
Washed up.
Why the fuck would I return it then? If it's,
Because I only have one.
Because you didn't buy it, you rented it.
He didn't take it with him. He just sat in it.
I just sat
I'm
in it.
assuming.
Yeah.
I would have noticed if Ant was running around with a tub.
You take it to your room. You don't sit in the fucking common room in a tub.
You don't have a separate room for the tub where people could.
What do I look like? I'm made of money?
I mean, it's just an extra room. I mean,
What if someone came along, like Taryn here, and needed that room?
It's just a room you just dedicate to bathing.
I don't have that kind of space.
I don't have this kind of time.
Ain't nobody got space for that.
We have wolves to kill.
Yeah, we're okay. Yeah, we're burning daylight. Let's go. I'm done eating porridge, anyways.
Bacon porridge.
You're right.
Bacon's
Bacon
a
porridge.
nice
You're
touch.
right. He points at him enthusiastically. Bacon porridge. You're right. Thank you, Davik.
You're welcome. I'm glad to see I'm appreciated around here.
Very much so.
Felidor, you've been a gentleman as usual. And hope to see you again.
I don't really know what you're expecting here. Get the
don't-
fuck out. Get paid like the rest of us. God's almighty. You talk. And
Is it-
talk.
What's wrong with trying to be a nice person?
Look around
Casual
you.
person.
There's literally 4 of us here.
It doesn't matter.
Barry's counting right now. She's
everybody-
like, I count more than 4. Who's being left out?
Should be 7. And it's 6.5 if you're not counting me as a whole person.
Oh no.
Oh,
Only 3/4. But
Oh, you're insulting my intelligence.
Come on, Anton.
I can't help
He
it.
did
I
his
never
good deed
learned
for
to
the day.
count.
you know what?
I have to have fingers in front of me in order to make it work.
I will teach you how to count, okay?
I can get up to 10 sometimes. It's hard
We
eyeballing it,
will
though.
we will get past 10.
Anton,
will at
how
least
long are you
make it-
planning to stay here?
I don't know. He can make it to 15 in a night.
Depends which finger he starts with, for one.
Do you have all your toes?
No. Frostbite.
Man. Okay, life just hates him. Okay, so anyways, have a good day. We'll be back. Bye.
I need to go get stuff out of my room first.
I was so tempted to ask how many toes you have, and it'd have been great if he said 12. Saving that one in my head.
Yay. Sorry, crap my mouse. Then caught
What
it.
do you do?
I see that.
Well,
Hmm?
we're gonna try to pick up some more wolf tracks.
I bring my shiny new bag. Like everything in it.
Where's all your stuff?
It's in this bag.
That little tiny bag?
Yes.
What about your bedroll? You're not bringing your bedroll?
It's in the bag.
Where's your gun at?
Oh no, the gun's not in the bag.
Oh.
Sorry, the gun and the ammunition supplies are outside the bag.
Where's all your tools at?
In the bag.
How's your bedroll in that bag? Barry says as she kind of nudges them out the door.
Okay, so like for the last year, I've been doing a lot of thinking about how they separated out our town from like the rest of this world,
Uh-huh.
and like I kind of did the same thing with this bag.
Uh-huh.
So like you reach into the inside the bag is bigger than the outside.
Uh-huh.
I don't know how to break it down any simpler than this.
Uh-huh. Well, open it up, bro.
I open the bag.
Ant reaches in.
Down to the shoulder.
Surprise, it's a bag of devouring.
Aha! I've always hated you, Ant.
Oh no!
I wonder if this little bag can hold a dead body. Yeah.
Probably.
Wow, that's rather deep. That's unnerving.
You are up to the elbow in Nim's sack. Can we keep moving?
So when you guys step outside, it's actually snowing.
Oh, yes.
Shit.
This is going to be fun. You guys got your winter clothes on?
Mhm.
Extra thick drawers and all that?
How bad are we talking like blizzard, light rain, or light snow?
No, it's kind of a moderate snowfall. The wind's not really blowing, so it's not like blizzard conditions, but it is a definite winter wonderland going on right now.
This is kind of eerily pretty.
It's also going to make things a lot harder, too.
Yeah, so I was just trying to see the good in it.
Yeah.
Make it easier for some of us to sneak. Muffle sound.
Mm,
Leave nice big footprints.
yeah. And all that
Yeah.
crunching, loud crunching sound, but still. Anyways, we'll do our best.
It's gonna make it harder for some of us to walk.
Just go behind me. I'll plow the trail. You'll be fine.
All right.
All right, you ready to do this, fan?
So Biri, make me a survival check.
Okay. I'm assuming that she's not tracking anything. She's just going where she's pointed, yeah?
Oh, is that what's happening? So, Ant, are you leading this party?
I mean, I thought so.
I'm the snowplow right here. I'm not leading.
A snowplow implies that you're leading, because
No.
otherwise Ant's a snowplow.
Aunt, you point me and I'll plow it.
All right, so he hops on your back koala style.
Okay. You make the survival roll.
Well, someone's in my seat.
With disadvantage, sir.
What?
If you're on her back.
I was joking.
Koala style ought to give him advantage. Just saying it's got a great vantage point.
Real high up here.
See for miles.
Dang.
Well, the tracks from before have been completely covered by the snow, so you don't really have a whole lot to go on, but there are other things that you can look for, markings on the trees and such that wolves have been known to do, and after maybe about an hour, you catch a trail of a few of them going off in a different direction than the way you went the day before.
Mm-hmm.
After another 30 or so minutes of making your way through the woods, which, by the way, how are you proceeding through the woods?
Stealthily.
So you're not making very good time between trying to track and being stealthy, is what I'm getting at.
Until I see more activity, more signs, abundant signs, then we'll just walk regularly. But until I see more signs of more activity in an area, then that's when we'll start slowing things down a bit and trying to get the jump, if that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
If that's even possible.
Just trying to get a sense of how much time you're using, that's all.
No problem. If I was by myself, this wouldn't be a problem, but...
There is not stealthing. She's plowing.
If Nimbus stealthing is because he's behind Biri.
Just wind her tail up and just turn her tail into a snowblower.
That's not how tails work. It's not like a straw.
Okay. So after about 30 minutes of making your way through the woods looking for signs of these animals, you find yourself in a little stream bed that is dry as a bone other than the snow that's beginning to pile up into it. And you're looking for dens, and over the top, a large creature plows into, because she is so not stealthy.
Biri is gonna have some kind of a phobia of stream meds. You can feel it.
Unfortunately, a 15 does not hit her AC, correct?
Correct.
Okay. Roll initiative.
Yes. Plow into me, why don't you?
What is your AC?
16, 18 with her shield.
I do have advantage, but nothing's is going to get higher than that. So
Damn.
Damn.
please tell me my crunching gets annoying. I don't know how loud it is.
What's that ability, Vaughn?
It is Natural Explorer.
What's the bad guy at?
Natural Explorer gives you advantage on your initiative rolls.
Yes, you ignore difficult terrain. You have advantage on initiative rolls, and on your first turn during combat, you have advantage on attack rolls against creatures that have not acted yet. In addition, you are skilled at navigating wilderness. You gain following benefits when traveling for an hour.
You're using a variant, aren't you?
Huh?
You're using a
using-
variant ranger?
Yeah,
Yeah,
he's using UA Ranger.
that's what I said.
I was looking in the player's handbook.
Oh.
To figure out if that applies when you're surprised.
Oh. It doesn't say.
What's the bad guy's initiative?
1 plus 2, 3.
Oh.
But they all act, so because they have surprise on you,
Sure.
so you don't get that that bonus.
Okay.
But you do get to go first.
What am I looking at?
Looking at a wolf standing next to Biri, and you hear movement around you beginning to heat up. Seems like you have been ambushed.
Clever girl.
Exactly.
Better not be talking about Biri.
I'm gonna try to hit the wolf that attacked Biri.
Okay.
15 hit.
A 15 does hit.
Ouch.
The arrow buries into the creature's haunch. Looks incredibly painful. But it is not dead yet. Biri.
I'm going to also have an opinion about the creature that attacked me with my long sword. Oops. $13 hit?
13 does hit.
4 damage.
Describe how you kill it.
Oh, snap. It comes barreling into her. Ant shoots it, and she comes around her shield with the sword and just hacks the head off while it's distracted with its arrow wound.
Okay. Nim.
Are there any more visible wolves?
Not that you can see. They
Oh,
sound like they are up above you.
Then I will hold action until we have anything visible.
Quint?
Quint is also holding his action for anything visible.
So you hear more of the snow being trodden through by large creatures, and some howls begin to break out, but none of them seem to move to engage you.
How big is the top of the stream bed?
About 10 feet.
How likely is it that I could clear it in a single, climb?
I mean, it's not that steep. Like, you could get up there. It just makes it hard to see over the edge more than 5 feet.
Okay.
It's difficult terrain. So, I mean, half your movement,
Sure.
maybe.
Bear's gonna say I'll go up and distract him for a minute while you all get up.
It will be Ant's turn first.
Right. She's offering before he goes. Sorry.
Yeah, I'll follow you up. Have your back. That way we can see down at them if they start coming up at us.
Mm-hmm. If he's holding his action, then she will grip her shield and her sword and throw herself up the bank.
Okay. There are a load of hundreds, but
Hundreds?
you don't really see anything whenever you get up to the top. If you would like, you may make a perception check to try and spot them as your action.
Yes, I would like to do that.
Bon. You.
14.
Bon. You are crunchy.
Even in milk.
I got a 14.
You don't see anything.
Okay. She's gonna gesture with her sword. I don't see anything, but a lot of tracks.
All right, I'm coming up. And he'll get up there rather easily. The difficult terrain doesn't seem to bother him.
Mm-hmm.
And he'll take a look around as well. You too?
Eyes, you don't see anything. You wonder if it's a testament to how well they're hiding, or if they're even there at all.
Well, we have tracks here, so hey, you guys come up.
I will attempt to scramble up the embankment.
Mm-hmm.
And pretty sure I'm not going to see anything up there either.
You can always try.
I don't think I can actually beat Von's roll. Yeah, I can't actually beat the roll.
Well, then you do nothing?
Gun it ready till something comes out of us, yeah.
You do have other options. You can take the dodge action if you would like.
Sure. I will dodge action to raise my AC, right?
No. Everything that attacks you has disadvantage.
Fair enough. Yes, that.
Quint?
We're climbing a thing?
Yes. The embankment.
I will try to climb the thing. What is that?
It's just difficult.
It's
You
not
don't
a
have to
roll.
roll for it.
Oh, okay. I climb the thing.
You are at the top of the embankment with your friends. There are wolf tracks everywhere, but you don't see any wolves, unless you would like to look for them.
Yes, I'm looking for trouble.
Roll your perception check.
All right, so that is wisdom. That's just a +1. Come on, stop lagging. 34. 20. Come on, stop lagging. Sorry, Discord is driving me nuts. For time's sake, oh, no, there it goes. Yeah, nothing. It's a 7.
Yes, you do not see anything. Excuse me. But it seems at that moment when everyone is looking for trouble and failing to see it, 6 of these creatures burst out of the snow, hanging in wait the entire time, and charge towards you. Ant.
I would like to use my protection to impose my reaction to impose disadvantage on this attack.
Okay. Does a 15 hit your AC?
Yep.
Disadvantage, it misses. However, is going to attempt the same thing, but this time with pack tactics.
Nuts. I made a tactical mistake. If you die, I'm sorry.
The protection lasts for the entire round, or
Good
that one
question.
attack?
It just says, I think it just says an attack roll, but let me double check on that. Sorry, I'm not sure whether I copied that faithfully from the book.
Well, you can look at that. The second one's going to hit regardless. D4. Ouch. You will take 11 points of piercing damage.
7? Ooh. Ooh. How you feeling?
It was the protection fighting style thing, right?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
It says
I'm sorry, 10 points.
on disadvantage on the attack roll, so I'm guessing it's just 1.
I have a +2, not a +4.
I'm not saying it gives you a limit on how many times you can do it, though.
It's
Yeah.
reaction. You only have one reaction.
Fair enough. Yep.
Okay, and then the third is going to weave its way through some of you. Quint and Biri, you may make opportunity attacks as they're coming from the other side.
Yes.
Oh, yes.
Does a 9 hit?
That is a miss. You can't make an opportunity attack, Biri, anyway, because you already used your reaction.
Oh, I used my reaction. I'm sorry.
That is also a miss.
Yay!
Nimble little buggers. And that one is also going to attack Ant. That is a hit. for 7 points of piercing damage. How are you feeling? Not good, huh?
Ant, are you still up?
Who, me?
Yeah.
Oh, he was. I'm sorry. I thought he was talking. What's his name?
Quint.
Yeah. How much was it?
8.
Okay. Yeah, I'm down to like 2 HP.
Okay.
Wow, what's your HP max?
20.
Oh shit, that's fantastic.
Then the fourth one will do the same.
Oh my god.
That one will miss. The fifth one will move up to attack Nim with disadvantage. That one will definitely miss, but the second one moving up to Nim is attacking with normal because he has pack tactics. Does a 17 hit you, Nim?
I would like to say no, but yes, it does.
That is 8 points of piercing damage.
Ow.
Okay. Ant, you have 4 wolves standing around you.
Mm-hmm. Hmm. He is going to.
Climb a tree.
I thought about that, but
I mean, you're range.
is there a tree around?
The problem with that is that you would have to use your action to disengage unless you wanted to take 4 opportunity attacks and be able to actually climb the tree.
Yeah, he'll disengage.
Okay. You
So
disengage.
All right. Do I have to roll anything to climb this tree, or?
That's what I was just saying. It's an action to climb the tree, but it's also an action to disengage.
Okay.
You do have Biri and Quint sort of standing next to all 4 of them, so they would have to all get by them in order to keep chasing you down. Which, judging by the strange fire in these creatures' eyes, it seems like they might be willing to do that.
Oh shit.
They seem to be attacking a little more intelligently, targeting one person. For some strange reason. Who knows? Biri, is your turn. There are 2 wolves standing next to you.
I am going to
Snarling and gnashing their teeth at you.
cast Cure Wounds on Ant from here.
You can't. You have to be standing next to Ant in order
Oh
to
shit,
cast
Cure Wounds is... Okay. Well, balls. Okay.
Yes.
Okay, in that case, I am going to... There's 2 standing next to me.
Mm-hmm.
Could I get them both with my breath weapon?
You could get 3 of them with your breath weapon, actually.
Oh, I'm gonna breath weapon some.
Also, Quint.
Oh, but also Quint. Doggone. Yep. Okay, Quint, I need you to move. In that case, she's just going to attack the nearest one.
Mm-hmm.
With great vicious attacking.
Okay.
Yes. Not like that, apparently. Sorry. 22.
That is a hit.
Okay. She does 8 points of damage.
All right. Your sword bites into the creature's side, and wounds it severely, but it is not dead yet.
Okay.
All right. Nim,
I have.
wolf standing next to you.
Yep. Sorry, trying to think here. Because if I shoot at him, I'm at disadvantage.
Yes.
Climb a tree.
Well, I have the same problem that Ant has.
Yeah, but if we split them up a little bit, then they can't use pack tactics as much, so.
I hope they use pack tactics on me.
Shoot. I will attempt to disengage and move away from the wolves.
Okay.
I would like to put Biri between me and the wolves.
Okay. Barry is between you and all of the wolves.
This works for me.
Quint.
Yeah. We're gonna dive into the action, start splitting heads.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't suppose there's a way to do so. Maneuvering to give Biri some like leeway.
I mean, you're not leaving the wolves threatened space that are next to you by moving closer to the other wolves. So you would not be taking attacks from opportunity.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'll attack one of those wolves then.
Okay. Are you raging or are you holding on to that?
No, there's several of them. I apologize. Yeah, I'm gonna rage.
Okay.
Yeah. C20 plus 4. That's a 19 hits.
Mm-hmm.
So it's gonna be plus. My rage is still at a plus 2. All right. So that is 1d12 plus 5. 14 damage.
Describe how you kill it.
Yeah. Looks down, sees wolf. Axe goes up, buries it between its shoulder blades.
Smashes it to the ground.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Their turn. With dispatching one of the wolves, the two that were on Nim are going to move up to him and attack him.
I'm going to use my reaction for one of the attacks.
Okay.
Yes.
They have pack tactics, so it's just a regular attack. Does a 17 hit you?
Yes, it does.
Okay. Six points of piercing damage. Half.
Yep.
Okay. Next one. 2, 6, 7, 8, 9, plus 2 is 11 points of piercing damage. Halved is 5.
Taking that 5.
Another one is going to attack you. 6. Does a 15 hit you?
It does.
1, 2. That's 5 points, so 2 points. Fourth one. 19 hits. 8 halved is 4.
Mhm.
Oh shit! Hang on. There's another thing that happens, I believe. Yes. You need to make some strength saving throws for each one of these.
Oh, okay.
Roll me. Hang on. Let me just finish this other attack. That hits for 10 points. Halved is 5. How healthy are you feeling?
I taken that 4 from earlier as well.
Yes.
The 8 and half. Okay, so it's 5 and the 4 is 9, so I'm down to 3.
Okay. Now make me 5 strength saving throws.
Oh, dear God.
Fortunately, he has advantage.
5. I do?
Yes. You
Yeah,
have advantage
raging.
when you're raging.
Oh, nice. So that is a d20 plus 4. And how many of those?
Go ahead and roll me 10. Because you have advantage.
1, 2. That's 15 on the first one. 3, 4, 11 on the second. 5, 6, 23 on the third. 7, 8, 23 on the fourth. 9, 10, 20. That's a crit on the last one.
All right. None of them managed to drag you to the ground.
Yeah.
Ant.
Yeah, it's going to climb a tree.
Okay. Make a strength athletics check.
Please don't fail.
And this is going to be the pine trees, remember?
Oh, shit. Strength athletics?
Mm-hmm.
Nicely done.
Okay. Yep, you managed to climb up about 15 feet and perch yourself on a low-hanging branch.
Is that my whole turn? Okay.
Okay. Biri.
She is going to cast Cure Wounds on Quint. Yes.
Are you sure about that?
You'll incur several opportunity of attacks.
Well, no, you won't. But the thing about that is that I'm trying to learn you a thing. They're all attacking with advantage. They're all dealing a lot of damage, and it would be more advantageous to get rid of multiple attacks rather than giving him 7 points hit points. Even if that's 14, they chew through how much health in the last turn?
8 with one shot.
No, much more than 8. They chewed through 19.
Yeah. And that's basically 38 points.
Okay.
It just would not behoove you to heal him just to have him drop on the next turn anyway.
Okay.
It's better to take away the mouse. Trying to learn you some things.
She is going to attack the nearest one then with great attacking.
You already wounded one,
That's the one.
by the way.
Attacking. 23
It hits.
for 11 points of damage.
Just right about you kill it.
Wow, that was so great. Same way she got the last one. She's just whacking unimaginatively at this point, trying to keep an eye on
Chopping heads.
Yes, exactly.
Okay.
Bad puppy.
All right. Nem.
Nim's going to shoot a wolf.
Okay.
Shoot one that's already injured.
No,
I don't
there
think-
aren't any.
Yeah.
Okay.
That was...
You miss.
Oh, shit. But you make a loud noise.
Yeah, a loud crack, and the wolves sort of duck reactionarily, and your bullet buries into a tree behind the battle. Quint.
Yeah, so I hope there's a tree nearby. Yeah.
Again, you're going to be running into the same problem that they are. If you try to leave and climb, if you disengage, you're, moving away, but you can't climb a tree because you don't have an action.
Oh, right.
You do with rage, I think.
No, I've been attacked, so I get my rage. On your turn, if you were attacked or made an attack, you don't lose your rage. Still having my rage, I'm going to hit another guy.
Okay.
So that is, I don't believe I have reckless attack yet. No, I don't. It's 1d20 plus 4, so 21. Is that it?
Yes.
1d12 plus 5 for damage. Hang on a second. Let me look at something real quick because I have the savage attacker feat. It's roll damage, right? You can re-roll and use either. Ooh. Yeah, I'm gonna do that.
Okay.
D12 plus 5. I'm gonna take the 14.
Describe how you kill it.
It's another case of right between the shoulder blades smashed to the ground.
Okay. Bites the dust, squealing and whimpering all the while. There are 4 left. All right, let's try and finish the job. Critical hit.
Nice.
12 points. Piercing damage halved. It's 6.
I'm at -3.
Quint drops. And with him down, the others are going to loop around and attack them. You get an opportunity attack on one of them.
Okay.
Biri.
Shit. Nope.
Yes, that is a miss. The first one hits for 8 points of piercing damage.
Ow.
Second one hits for
I'm driving.
5 points of piercing damage.
-4.
And then the last one
What's
is
your
going,
HP max? Oh, you got bit
17.
before. That's right.
is going to loop around and attack Biri. Oh, it can actually hit her.
Oh shit.
7 points of piercing damage.
7. Okay.
And there are 4 wolves beneath you. 2 of them standing over your fallen friend Nim, 1 of them on Biri, and 1 of them standing over the fallen Quint.
Any of them look hurt?
I don't believe so. I think they're all.
Then Ant's gonna call out, the one in front of you, and then he's going to shoot that one.
The one in front of whom?
Biri.
No, there is only one. You're right. Yes. That hits.
All right. Four.
All right. The arrow stabs into its back, but it doesn't look particularly phased by the attack. It snaps at Biri threateningly. Your turn.
If I attack the one over Quint, am I going to take an attack of opportunity?
Yes.
What's your HP maximum, Quint?
22.
Okay, so if it savages you, it's probably not going to kill you all the way yet. Okay, she's going to attack the one in front of her then.
Okay.
Nope, and miss. Fuck.
Okay. You strike at it, but it is bobbing and weaving just enough to throw you off. Nim, make a death saving throw.
No.
One step closer to death.
No.
Quint.
Death saving throw.
Yes, sir.
Right, so that is D10 with no, or D20 with no modifiers, right?
Yep.
Correct.
D20.
One
Closer
step
to death.
closer. Yes. All right, so the other wolves are going to dash around and attempt to fell the mighty Biri. That one misses with an 11.
I think, let me check. Shield of Faith reaction. Sorry, one moment. I think it's an action. Oh, it's a bonus action. I'm going to use my bonus action to cast Shield of Faith on myself,
Okay.
making my AC 20 and 22. 22 with the shield.
Okay. Anyway. The third one misses. How lucky. And
Yep, he's gonna try to tag the one he shot before. He misses.
indeed. Biri,
How many of them can I get with the breath weapon without hitting Quint?
2.
I'm going to breath weapon some wolves. Yes. Dex save DC 11, please.
The one with the arrow in it gets hit by the full brunt of the breath weapon, and it falls over dead, burning and crisping, and the smell of cooking wolf emanates over the battlefield. The other one only takes half. Actually, does it take none, or is it half on the
It's
breath
half.
weapon? Okay. The other one is singed but not downed. Nem, death saving throw. Uh-oh.
Oh my god. I need you to stop doing that.
It's not me, it's Mom's dice bot.
I need you to do better, please.
Quinn.
I need you to do better than him, Quint.
Quint.
Me roll 1d20 plus nothing.
You guys!
Yup.
Could be a short gaming session.
Okay.
Okay. All right. What do you do?
I'm gonna tag the one that took some of Biri's breath weapon and didn't die.
Hopes and dreams? That's it.
Nice.
Nice.
Okay. Yep, your arrow pierces its skull, and it goes down into the dirt, into the snow face first.
Yes.
Biri,
How many are left?
2.
I'm going to hit the nearest one.
At this point, with your AC of 22, I would point out that it may be more beneficial to take those opportunity attacks to go heal one of your party members, because you're actually difficult to hit with only a +4.
Sure. Okay. Good call. Can I take back that roll and go
Mm-hmm.
lay some hands on Quint?
See how it is.
One
He's
HP.
closer.
One HP heal.
Oh, I'm gonna give him 3. So I'm gonna go give Quint 3 HP
Woo!
and stand over him with my shield.
Okay. Quint, you feel healing energies flow through your body
Oh,
and back to life. The wounds on your neck stitch closed magically. They are going to move up to attack Biri.
Me. If they're attacking him, I'm going to
No, they're attacking
impose
you.
disadvantage. Oh, good. Okay.
Oh my god.
Oh no. Shit.
The best rolls. Only for you. Only for you.
It's cool. I still have a 22 HC.
How much HP do you have? It's more important.
15.
He just why.
Oh, okay. Quint, I'm gonna need you to climb a tree.
The first one hits you for 7.
Okay.
The second one hits you for 10
Oh shit! Climb a tree.
on a crit.
Oh no.
how many wolves are left?
2.
No, I'm not climbing a tree. Fuck that shit.
Oh no! You climbed a tree. You only got 3. I wish I hadn't been stingy.
I mean, whose turn?
Your turn.
Oh. Any of them look hurt?
None of them,
Okay.
actually.
Then she's gonna attack the one, or he's gonna attack the one in next to Quint. Is that in striking distance of Biri though?
They're both next to Biri.
Okay.
They both bit me.
21 hits. 1d. 6 damage.
Okay, your arrow pierces the creature in the shoulder, but growls and snaps at Quint. Make a death saving throw.
Oh yeah.
No! Oh wait. I thought that was Nim. I thought that was Nim.
Nim, I'm gonna need you to do better than me.
Wait, Barry went down?
Nem.
No. I'm just yeah.
Yes.
No.
Oh,
Hey,
Well, you guys got a nice bag of holding out of it.
that's what I was about to say. We got a bag of holding out of it.
So, off to the side, Nem's throat wound spews his lifeblood out of him, and he breathes his last. Quint, you just witnessed your friend make his last breath as you get to your feet.
Climb a tree.
no. I'm very, very angry. I'm going to kill another wolf.
Are you attacking the one that's been wounded?
I assume that is that the one closest to me?
They're both right next to you.
Okay. I'm going to say yes.
Okay.
D20 plus. I'm going to have to spend my second rage as my bonus action.
Okay.
So that's going to be a D20 plus 4. Wounded guy. That is a miss.
Okay. So you
Sucks.
swing your axe, but you're just getting to your feet, a little lightheaded, and you just your axe and miss it. Their turn. You're attacking a barbarian.
Miss you, stupid dogs.
Well, that's only a 9. Roll the 1.
Doesn't hit.
Yes.
Yes.
Second one's going to attack you. Oh, but that one's a hit. 1 plus 3 is 5. Halved is 2.
I'm still up.
Okay. Ant.
Finish
You
her.
have a wounded wolf and a very live wolf.
All right. On the wounded wolf, 15.
That hits.
4 damage.
Oh. So your arrow strikes the wolf again, but somehow it still manages to maintain its footing.
Oh. Oh no.
I guess I'm gonna just hang up in this tree by myself. Guys.
Biri.
I told everybody to climb trees. I told everybody to climb trees. Every single one of you people could have been a no.
Fuck trees.
Okay. Biri is one step closer to death. And then we have Quint.
I believe that's Quint.
That's what I said. Quint.
Oh, sorry, you cut out for me. Does it seem like the wolf that's on its last legs is focused elsewhere?
No,
Or is it still
it's attacking you.
nice?
There's 2, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Hmm.
One's like almost dead and one's not.
Correct.
Still. God damn it! This is hard. I don't want to put my faith in the dice.
I mean, you're raging, so
I am raging, but on 1 health.
I know, but you are raging.
I wish I could make a second attack with these rages.
Next level.
You're right. Fuckity fuck. I'm gonna go for the one that hasn't been hurt. YOLO. 14 hit.
That does. All damage.
12 plus 5. This is ridiculous.
What did you do?
At 7,
no.
but I'm going to invoke Savage Attacker. It's once per turn that I can use it.
Mhm.
So,
How do you kill it?
yelling in a furious anger, he's going to golf swing this thing's head off.
Okay. Yeah, your axe buries itself into the creature's neck, and it just splits it in a way that you would not expect a head to be split. And it falls down, spurting blood into the snow, melting it as it goes. After that, it is the last wolf's turn. It is going to take away your last point of health. And rolls a natural 1.
Oh shit!
No advantage.
Balls!
Ant.
Get it! Putting in that work, put it down.
13
Hits.
My man's.
Fine.
Describe how you kill it.
Quint, with Quint being the last one there, he sees that Quint takes out one that seems unmarred. So he, with that one down, he takes the time to line up a perfect shot, going for a very vital organ, the heart, and in the front of the chest, and basically lets his arrow go and closes his eyes afterwards, hoping that it puts the wolf down, and
Yes.
to a surprise, he is successful.
Quint, what you see is when this wolf is speared with the last arrow, you'll notice a strange blue shimmer in its eyes dissipates in a small puff of, like, snowy mist. Think of it, all the ones that you've killed have done this. It just hasn't registered that this was any different than, you know, something that happens in the heat of combat, but it seems almost unnatural.
If you're willing to break initiative order, I'd like to make a medicine thing on Biri.
Oh, I'll hold my turn.
Unfortunately, you cannot hold your turn.
Don't roll a 1.
No, if she fails, she dies.
Oh.
If I fail, I die. Come on,
Because she's
roll
already
room.
on 2. She's already on 2 fails.
Come on,
Oh.
roll room.
My man.
Quint, you may make a medicine check to try and stabilize Biri.
What roll is that?
Medicine.
Wisdom.
God damn it. That's just a straight D20.
Roll above a 10.
Fingers crossed, ladies and gents. Fuck.
Okay.
Ant.
Shit, I don't even...
Ant. Only has 2
Help
HP.
me!
I don't want to fall out this fucking tree. I'm so scared. I've never been so scared more than anything.
I could have helped you with that, but you know, I'm dead.
Ant, you may make an acrobatics check to try and fire pole this pine tree, if you would like.
All right. Oh. Oh wait, that's a D10.
Oh, thank goodness. Oh, don't do that to my heart.
Oh, it's not even better.
It is better. Not by much.
You beat a 5. You don't fall.
Okay. And he's gonna run over over to Biri. But he's gonna look at Nim as he does so, just like kind of like doing that whole I can't believe that shit. What the fuck? And then try to put his attention on Biri and try to go through what Hark told him in his head, or what little medicine he remembers, and fails.
Oh no! You have healing spells, don't you?
Yeah.
Fucking do it!
I hate you.
Can we? Fire!
Is it too late for him to change his mind and give us a good
This
spell?
is when Vaughn leans over and whispers to me.
This is for that.
Do I need
Even
to make
now.
a death saving throw?
You do, as a matter of fact.
Come on, come on.
Okay.
Oh, so lucky. Quint.
Fire!
Please don't fail. Please don't fail.
Got 2 in one day. You're not dying on me.
Yes.
Damn right, you're not
Oh,
dying
God.
on me.
And you stabilize her. You are screaming at her unconscious face as blood is spurting from her neck, trying to staunch it with, a bit of your clothing, and eventually, a minute or so of this life or death drama, the blood flow seems to be staunched.
Stay with me, you shit shoveling lizard. Because she was a farmer.
Ant, make me a perception check while this is happening, please, sir.
This is where Dragon Wolf sends his regards. Perception +4. Nope. 7.
Your dice room. Fuck you today, dice room. Fuck you. And I said I would love because I do appreciate both those 12s.
I stand by the fuck you dice trim.
Oh.
So,
So what?
I'm
What do you
unconscious,
do?
right?
Oh, sorry.
yes, you are unconscious.
Okay.
All right. We need to get out of here. They're gonna smell blood, and they know
It's-
we're already weak. What?
I don't have no potions, no magic.
Oh, right. He spits in both his hands, rubs them together, says, "Bah!"
Biri comes back from the dead just enough to open one eye and be like, really?
What's the roll for this?
1d8 plus wisdom.
What's my wisdom? 2.
Arr.
Hey, 8.
Biri recovers
Hey.
8 points of health
I'm doing better than both of you.
and sits up.
Are both of you standing near?
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
Probably stood up and right in your face.
Mm-hmm.
You all right?
She's going to reach over and give each of you. She's going to give 3 to Quint and 4 to Anton. The last relay on hands.
Okay.
And then runs over to the gnome. Oh, the gnome.
Poor Nim. He was too pure for this world.
That's not true. And she has a cure wounds waiting for him, but it's too late.
Quint starts gathering wolf corpses.
Barry, can you carry him?
Of course.
When the bag of holding.
We can put the wolf corpses in there. I'm carrying the gnome.
And
What do you do?
I'm gonna start shoving wolves into a bag.
Okay.
Take 10 dead wolves out of the bag in the common room. I'm looking forward to this.
was there any kind of graveyard and near the inn where we were at? Like, I don't know how big. I forgot how big that little place was.
You don't remember the graveyard, but you're pretty sure that a little grave around back behind the fortifications probably wouldn't be amiss.
All right, let's go back. I think we had enough for today. We'll get Nim taken care of.
So, as this is happening, I would like all of you to roll perception checks for me, please.
TPK.
Nope.
Hey.
Nicely done, sir.
Quint, as Biri is distracted with the gnome corpse in her hands, become aware of a that feeling that somebody's watching you.
Mhm.
But when you sort of look around, you'll notice that the source, and they're not hiding particularly well. You'll notice that there seem to be that are perched in trees, training arrows on you.
There are what?
4 humanoids perched in trees, training arrows on you.
Quint will pause very slowly and will like shift his gaze over to Ant. can tell they were probably looking in same, if not similar areas. So
Yeah, I got a 24. What do I see?
You see what I just described to you.
All right, I'm just making sure because you just said him. So.
No, I said both of you.
oh,
No.
he must have cut out.
Oh, okay. So yeah, Ant will stop and look. Well, he'll keep going, but he'll look at them, and unless they tell him to stop or otherwise, like he makes no motion, like to be antagonistic towards them. Like he just wants to get back to the inn. So unless they make some kind of move otherwise, like he keeps his eye on them, but he just keeps going.
An arrow buries itself into the ground in front of you.
And then he stops.
Biri turns and shifts shifts Nim to one arm so she can raise her shield.
Are you gonna come out?
A humanoid figure makes its way out of the underbrush. As she is so close, you instantly recognize this as an elf. And she has on a pair of blades at her side.
I'm sorry, what was that? She has her hands what?
On a pair of blades at her side.
We don't mean you any harm. We're just trying to get home. Well, back to the inn.
I don't think you could leverage much harm our way.
No, we couldn't.
What do you want?
Intentions are important.
Suppose you're correct. She looks at all of you. There may be some value to a group such as yourselves to us.
And who is us?
I am Celis of Clan Dust.
Clan Dust?
What clan are you from? She looks at Anne.
Not from any clan. I'm a Windriver.
She looks confused by this for a moment, but then just dismisses it.
And what about your friends here? Are they all part of your clan?
They are. She holds up a hand, and they lower their bows.
Do you guys live out here in the woods?
We're not savages.
He kind of just toward. He looks like he wants to kind of laugh at that, but like the weight of Nim is on his mind. He kind of like looks her over though more carefully, like looking at like her state of dress and like the kind of material that's on it, how it's manufactured, all that stuff. And I'm assuming that stuff points to her not being a savage. Like he just nods, summarily, quietly.
It's well worn, but it's it's actually a finer make than you're used to.
Mm-hmm.
It's more it's no less utilitarian than the armor that you got from Xander, but it is more ornate.
Mm-hmm.
And she will say, "Your friend expired."
He did.
Come, follow me. We have much to discuss.
But we need to bury my friend.
Our clan leader will see to bringing your friend back from the dead.
Wait, what?
Well, then Biri starts trekking through the snow after this lady.
Wait, what? Is that? No.
Hirael is my brother and the leader of our clan. He is adept at such magics.
How many can he bring back?
I would not, as it were. Fear not.
Cut out, sorry.
They said, I would not push your luck if more than one of you were to expire. But fear not, you are protection. It's only a short way. You're lucky.
Anton just kind of hisses, his hands basically tied at this point. Biri's already feeling it.
Or you could go back to your and bury your friend if you wish. The choice is yours. She turns and begins to make her way through the forest.
He's reluctant, but he follows.
Biri does glance at both of them, but it's one of those, like, I'm just checking with you guys as a formality. Like, obviously, we're going to go get the gnome healed.
Yeah. I mean, Ants just doesn't trust people on the outside. So, yeah. And then plus talking about bringing people back from the dead, that seems fucking crazy. But I guess if you can be healed by magic, then that's the next step up. So whatever. Yeah, he follows.
So you guys trek your way through the woods with these elves sort of darting through the trees around you as you go, and you follow this woman through the undergrowth until eventually you come out onto a well-worn path. There are hints and traces of ancient cobbles on this path, and it leads up to a large keep that appears to be well weathered. This looks like something of imperial make that has fallen into disrepair, and you can see over the partially crumbled walls, which are still standing, but that there is a large, very large, dominating tree in the courtyard. But the thing that is strange about it is that the leaves are red.
What's up with that tree over there? Why is the leaves red compared to everything else?
Is it a pine, or is it like an out-of-season?
It is like a large oak-looking tree.
Neat.
Can I roll nature or something, or can I just point out the obvious?
I mean, sure, you can point out the obvious if you'd like.
I mean, like, from my training, would I know that that's unusual compared to everything else around? Like,
I mean, you can look around and see that it's unusual.
Yeah. Okay.
It is a fully leafed tree of like a fall, in a particularly cold area.
Can you tell me about your tree, Celeste?
She smiles and looks over her shoulder at you and then says, shortly.
Sorry,
He kind of just shrugs and holds his hands out and just nods.
So she leads you up through the what's the word? Shit. It's one of those things where your brain just...
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's really bad. Portcullis. That's the word I'm thinking of. Portcullis.
Oh, okay.
And the large wooden doors are already pushed open as well. On the walls, you'll note that there appear to be a few elves. And as you make your way into the main courtyard, you see a set of like 3 tables sort of arrayed out around this tree. One of them has a body upon it, and there is this badly bloodied white robes sort of picking around at it with all sorts of tools and like alchemical apparatuses sort of strewn out across the tables and texts and such.
Mm-hmm.
And he pauses what he's doing as all of you sort of march into this place, looks up, and it doesn't look like he's slept a long time, and he's incredibly pale. He sort of leaves his tools in the exposed midsection of this corpse that he's working on, and he turns and faces all of you and says, "Of distraction have you brought me, sister?" And she gestures to the 3 of you. "I thought they may be of use in our cause."
Hmm.
And he looks at you.
I don't even know what this cause is to make any heads or tails of that.
"Then I suppose you want something."
Yes.
Well, your sister here says she can bring our friend back. And he holds his hand out to Nim in Biri's arms.
He looks at the little gnome, and there seems to be like a little sparkle in his eye, like the dour expression brightens just a fraction, almost bemused, and then he gestures to one of the tables and he clears off a little space.
He is going to very, very gently lay the gnome down.
He begins to poke around at Nim, lift his little arms and such, and open his eyelids and look into them around for a second, and then looks over at the rest of you and says, "Suppose I could return him to life."
You suppose? What do you want?
Well, it would seem that you have a vested interest in aiding our cause.
I guess we do now. What is the cause?
We would be remiss if we were not forthcoming with such things. It is somewhat grisly.
Can I cast Divine Sense?
May.
Before anybody starts turning this gnome into an undead.
Yeah, I was gonna say that Quint actually makes his way to like the foot of where the feet of where Nim is, and kind of makes sure that he knows that he's, lets this dude know that he's watching like his every move, even though he doesn't know what the fuck he's doing.
When you cast Divine Sense, the gives off a very strong sense that there is undead as well as there appear to be several undead, like behind the walls, like in the and some below you, as a matter of fact.
Oh. Barry starts sweating. Lizard sweat. Feel bad. Feel bad, lizard sweat.
Biri, make a wisdom saving throw for me, please.
Okay. I have proficiency in that, but I don't. I do. Excellent.
How do you
16.
sweat if you're cold-blooded?
How much?
16.
Okay. Just a second. Sorry, guys. MA. In the meantime, the rest of you don't get any real sense other than Biri. But the man sort of looks at Ant very, I don't know, exasperatedly, and says, "Do not worry. There is little need to hover."
Well, I don't know you, and though I know you can help me, I feel more comfortable knowing that I can watch you.
Me. But you don't need to be next to me.
I'm not next to you. He's like literally like probably like across from him or something.
Yeah, but I mean like at the table, right?
Yeah, he's at the table.
Yeah, that's what he's saying. Not next to me.
He takes a step back. And then puts his hands behind his back.
There is a druid ritual that is familiar to me. I will return this gnome's soul to the cycle and bring it back.
How long will that take?
DM looks at the spell. One hour.
Your magics are not evil. I hope.
And he looks at Biri with tired eyes. Does it matter if you get what you want?
Yes.
Very well. It would seem we have nothing more to speak of.
She shoots a panicked look at Quint and Ant.
What do you mean, Biri? I don't understand half this stuff, so you need to explain.
Please explain what you mean.
Explain what I mean.
What god do you serve?
I serve no god. I serve nature.
How can you call yourself evil?
I do not call myself evil, but I do not presume to know what you think of evil or good.
Look, if you bring him back, is he still going to be him? Like, you know what I mean?
He's not going to be some kind of shamble man. Whatever those things are out there.
He looks at you. Shambleman.
We fought dead men that walked. Fought.
Much different ritual.
He looks at Biri and then Quint and gives them like a silent nod then.
Very well. Celis, take our new friends here and make them comfortable.
I'll be most
She nods.
comfortable if I can assist you in your ritual
can't.
or watch.
You cannot. And in that case, I beg your discomfort.
Come on, Biri, let's just let him do what he's going to do. It's the only answer we have anyways.
She's going to reach down and just very gently wipe off Nim's brow with a thumb and give him a hard look. But she'll go with Ant and Quint.
If nobody else makes sure, Quint will make sure they have the bag of holding with them.
It's got 10 wolves in it.
You guys make your way into the keep proper and house, which is like right next to the way you came in. She points to a few chairs. So I will explain to you our hope that you will be receptive.
Looks like we don't have a choice, do we?
You have every choice. You may walk away right now. But it's getting dark.
We would like to hear your cause very much.
In the meantime, William, if you would please roll me a D100. Okay.
Reincarnation.
Indeed. You will return as a wood elf. So go ahead and make those changes to your character sheet.
Oh my goodness. That's very interesting.
Lieutenant Dan, I got legs.
New legs. Lieutenant Dan.
And I got new ears, Lieutenant Dan.
I can't
It's
wait.
like,
Fucking.
I've never seen this side of y'all's heads before.
I don't have to hang around your asses no more.
Can't wait. They're gonna bring him out and be like, that's not Nim. Get the fuck out of here.
Excuse me, where's my gnome?
But essentially, she will regale you for this hour about the tale of clan dust, which is a derogatory term. Generally speaking, whenever a clan is named after the ground or the dirt or something like that, it's a mark of like banishment from elven society. That they were exiled out of the main elven hold. I believe I named it Briarhold.
Biri's going to announce that she's from Clan Kepeshmolik, like as her soonest opportunity.
Uh-huh.
Is there like a map of the
Remind me of what that matters to her cause.
It doesn't matter at all, but Biri needs to say it. It's been like itching on her tongue ever since. Later's like, "What clan are you from?" Anton was like, Biri's like, me. I'm from the clan. So I got that out now.
She didn't ask you though.
I know, so I didn't say anything.
Stay in your clan lane. Anyways. Biri, you have that map?
Bastion of Briars is what it's called. She informs you of all that, and then casually tells you that her goal is, or that their clan's goal, Clan Dusk's goal, is to destroy all neighboring settlement, reclaim it for the elves, especially human settlements. Those are such encroachment.
Anton kind of like turns his head like and looks like off of her, like looking at the wall, and just kind of blinks to himself as she basically says that.
Quint's just kind of like, what's wrong with human settlements?
Well, you would know, wouldn't you?
No, I wouldn't. Please enlighten me.
They're diseases. They destroy nature. Always hungry. More and more resources destroyed to maintain, sustain the beast that is their settlements, eventually growing to cities and destroying the natural balance in the world around them.
Never seen a city, so
Well, you're very short-lived then, aren't you?
he just kind of looks down.
You sound no different than the Blackblades.
Well then, perhaps it is they that we should be seeking out. Perhaps you know where they are.
Nope. But I don't think what they do is in the same wheelhouse as you. In fact, I think if they caught up with you, they'd probably take you out and take you as slaves.
I should like to see them try.
Trust me, I've seen them do much worse to a place bigger than this little shabby heap you have.
This
As
place
much as I appreciate it right
Staring
now.
off into the middle distance, but her eyes starts to twitch.
As much as I appreciate it right now.
Trust me, this is not our first choice, but it has great value beyond its moldering walls.
So
How do you mean?
This is the fabled home of the Gulthias tree.
the who?
The Gulthias tree.
What is that?
With the red leaves?
Yes, with the red leaves.
She actually turns and pays attention now, because you said fable. I don't know this story. What is the fable?
Back in the days of the Empire, Gulthias was a commander of a legion based out of this place. They used to call it he was besieged by marauding forces that really destroyed their empire. Depends on who you ask about that, unfortunately. But it was said that he made a pact with dark powers. Unlife. Powerful unlife. He became a vampire. And he held out for a lot longer. A vampire.
What's that?
Bloodsucker.
He just kind of like purses his lips.
Ew.
And eventually, the powers that be trapped him here. He held out much longer than the rest of his compatriots. They trapped him and staked him and buried him in the catacombs. And it grew from the stake. And this is the tree that you see outside. It yearns for blood.
Alright, that's creepy as all get out. So that's why the leaves are red then?
Spring, summer, fall, winter.
So you mean to tell me way down below our feet is a vampire at the end of a fucking tree root?
Found no such evidence, but that is the story.
What about his compatriots? Are they all buried down there with him too?
I'm sorry, I got distracted. What was the question?
What about his compatriots? Are they down there with him too?
Nothing but bones and rusted armor.
You've searched, meaning you tried to dig up the vampire?
Dig up is hardly a term I would use for it. We looked. We found no such evidence of the vampire, and striking the roots only causes them to bleed. A horrid mess.
Sorry, I'm a simple woman. If dig up is not the correct term, how does one... I've done a lot of digging. And not a lot of searching underground with no digging.
Catacombs.
Where are those at?
Below the keep.
Oh.
How long have you been here?
How long have we been here?
Yes.
About 6 months.
The dragon doesn't trouble you.
What dragon?
I don't know. We saw a rather large, kind of puts his hands together, trying to mold something out of imagination, if he could. You know, we were in a cave, and it seemed to be some kind of holding cell, but not so much a cell, but like a storage place as you would store meat or food, but with people like you and me trapped in columns of ice.
And you think a dragon is to blame?
It's possible.
Interesting. A potential ally in our cause. I thank you for bringing this to my attention.
It seemed like a dragony sort of thing to do. Biri's gonna say and roll
Oh my god.
deception because we saw the dragon. We're lying. We're all liars. See, she's got a 20. Look how deceptive she is. So good.
I mean, she would get a 20. She is the closest thing related to it, so.
It's my cuz.
It's her grandmother. She just doesn't know yet.
You remember to freeze your food before you eat it. Not healthy to swallow them whole while they're still flailing.
We owe you for the life of our friend. But we won't be much good to you until we've had some rest. You or anybody else? Is it safe to sleep here?
You are under our protection currently.
And everything in this keep is under your control.
In what meaning?
Meaning we can be sure nothing will trouble us in these walls if we're under your protection.
It's not.
Have we seen other... I apologize for having been gone. Have we seen other people besides her and her brother?
Yes, you've seen elves on the walls.
Okay. After we've rested, may I look at your catacombs?
For what reason?
I like to study history. I'm curious about what was here before.
I would like to accompany her on that. I have a deep love of trees, I'll have you know.
And you're very good at holding a torch.
We bar that place. The dead tend to wander. But if you would like to go, you will not find me stopping you. But know that we will seal it behind you.
The dead are not under your control, then. The wandering dead.
Not those down below.
Oh, but they can seal it from the outside. Have any ever broken through?
No, they haven't.
Who are they?
Ask them their names.
Do they speak?
No.
Oh.
I don't think you've got all of them then.
Do they have twigmen in their bellies?
She smiles. No, that's our little touch.
Oh. Fun.
The Gulthias tree had the unexpected side effect of raising these bloodthirsty plants whenever it would bleed.
Huh.
We took that and weaponized these corpses.
So it's safe to eat the food around here. We thought maybe it was,
Oh yes, quite safe. My brother has gotten quite adept at creating these carriers.
Ant just rubs the back of his neck.
once Nim is returned to us, I think we should sleep. And in the morning, we'll see what we can do to repay you.
She nods.
Have you not had trouble with the wolves?
Some, but we tend to travel high. They don't attack the keep.
They're not yours then.
No.
I see.
By chance, have you seen a large white one as big as a horse, with blue eyes, and
I have not.
frost that comes out its mouth like flame? All right then.
What do you imagine us? How do you imagine us helping you?
I'll leave that for my brother to discuss it.
He's so tired. Does he not rest?
He says that there are voices in his head.
Voices?
Hmm.
What sort of voices?
I know not. But he is
Him from sleeping?
as far.
Are you
Has
sure
been quite
he's not
adept, and has been quite adept in his leadership. And we don't question him.
Are you sure he hasn't made any dark pacts?
He has embodied the cause. That's good enough.
Biri says out loud, kind of staring off into the middle distance, I would really like to sleep tonight. Her shoulders kind of sag.
She stands and says, if you do not have bedrolls, we will procure some for you.
In this room?
Hmm.
I have my own, thanks.
Yes.
Yes.
Very well. So I will see that he rejoins you.
Thank you. Yes, thank you.
She nods and then steps outside and closes the door behind her.
Barry would like to immediately start searching the room for any signs that anyone might be listening.
Okay, make an investigation check.
May I assist?
Sure. and you come to this conclusion by charades?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Actually, Biri is going to gesture to her ear and then gesture, like kind of look around, like to indicate like she's doing charades to try and indicate that she's searching for someone listening. Fuck. Nope.
Oh, or not Quint. Dude like to try because he wanted to say some things too. But he doesn't trust this place.
But she's also going to say,
No.
so she searches and finds nothing, and then is going to, as Quint is also searching, move close to him first and say, there's at least one, like whisper, there's at least one person listening.
How do you
And then move to Ant and say the same thing. We can't all sleep at the same time tonight. And I will sleep in my armor. If I sleep in my armor, I regain all my hit points. I just have a level of exhaustion, right?
Right.
And my spell slots? Okay. I have to decide whether that's worth it. That might not be worth it. She might not say that. 1 second.
I think you only start incurring like negatives when you have 2 levels of exhaustion, or am I wrong?
And first level exhaustion gives you disadvantage on like skill checks and such.
Oh.
We are not safe here.
I wouldn't think
Well-
so.
Well, she'll sleep out of her armor, but there's something else you wanted to say, and I forgot what it was. Oh, she says, and we are surrounded by undead. A lot of undead.
At least they're being honest about the tree.
I think they've been very honest. So there's
Yeah,
that at
so-
least.
There's no way we're going to be able to do anything about that. We had trouble with those 3. At least not as we are right now.
No,
I-
we certainly need sleep.
I mean, even with sleep. Those things did not go down easily at all.
I ache in my bones. And he brings his tone down really low, and he gets really close. I ache in my bones to chop down their vampire tree.
Beer's gonna hold up a hand immediately, like shh.
That's why I brought him close and
No, she's. It's important that she's doing it. Like she's trying to convey something extra. Like he's obviously being very, very, very quiet, but she seems a little bit extra in her alarm. I think that's not a good idea.
Well, no, I want to, but I know I can't.
It's probably a good tree.
Probably.
Probably a good tree. It's certainly not trying to wipe out human settlements. And she's going to realize that they might still be listened to and say, I'm not yet convinced that wiping out human settlements around here is a good thing. I require more convincing. She's sweating again. Biri is sweating lizard bullets.
Well, that tavern we went to is probably considered a human settlement. So we would have to assist them in
Convincing them to
ridding
move.
those. Maybe.
She's
These-
giving him the, this conversation is dangerous. Eyeballs.
You heard the tales from Davik. He's not going to move. Especially when the wolves clear out, his business will be booming again.
Listen,
It's not going to be easy.
you need to sleep. More than anything else, we need our wits about us. She is going to, like, her eyes cross a little bit for just a second.
The fuck is wrong with you?
We are surrounded by undead.
So your eyes just suddenly, like, cross inwards on each other like that?
She gives him a look like, I really need you to think about the faces I'm making right now. We need to sleep as soon as possible.
Back out in the center. What is your decision, Nem? Do you re-inhabit the body that has been crafted for you?
I'm not sure. I get absolutely no sense about who's calling me back to life, right?
Nope.
Wake me up inside.
Can't wake up.
Save me.
I suppose I will try to re-inhabit this body.
And you do so. Your eyes snap open, and you find yourself in a wood elf.
Male or female?
Oh shit.
Man, this is really going to make
I'm
all
gonna
of
have
my
a
gear not
girlfriend.
work.
Roll a D100, Nem.
That's pretty high. Obviously female.
You're fun. Just kidding. Drum roll, please.
It doesn't really give any indication of whether you changed gender, so I'm just going to say that you come back as a man.
Well, you have the same plumbing. Sort of.
Sort of.
This man that is standing over you with bloodied robes, and he looks at you and says, "You've had quite the tribulations, it would seem."
Hello? This isn't my body.
No, it isn't. You were dead. You are no longer dead. Thank your lucky stars.
I was aware of that one.
Well, your friends are waiting for you. Gather, well, I suppose you don't have clothes. He snaps his fingers and gestures for one of the elves on the wall. This man some clothes. He looks about your size. The elf nods and goes and recovers you some plain commoner's clothes.
Oh, good. Good.
And then Celis exits the chamber, and then eventually, when you're ready, will lead you into the gatehouse. She opens the door, and the rest of you see this wood elf clad in clothes, and she says, your friend has been successfully restored to life.
What?
Hmm? Excuse me?
You take me for a
Excellent. When
fool.
can we see him?
Yeah, apparently they didn't get... Yeah, it's me.
Is this some matter of trickery? Are you trying to fool us?
Oh,
What you will, Celis says, and enjoy your rest. And she closes the door.
Okay, Nim. What did you do to the mayor?
I didn't do anything to the mayor. He peed on her.
My God.
It's Nim.
Certainly gotten taller than him.
Bear's gonna reach out an arm in like a hug me kind of gesture.
Returns the hug.
Big, stiffly dragging tears.
What? What'd you say?
Big sniffly dragon tears?
Yes, of course, big sniffly dragon tears. He's a lot easier to hug without squashing now. She gives him a big old fucking hug.
Actually, I lost hit points, so that's not entirely true.
Really?
Yeah. Tinker Gnome's got a con bonus.
Oh, that's funny. That's right. Girl, noodly, Nim. Tall, but noodly.
Yeah. I also... My head feels cloudy.
Why don't you climb the tree? Next time, climb the damn tree.
You try climbing a tree when you're 3 feet tall.
So next time you will climb the tree.
I had trouble climbing that tree. I barely managed to get up there. Look, I'm sorry, Nim. I got us ambushed.
I don't blame you. I made peace with the fact that I'm going to die, at some point a long time ago.
That doesn't make it any better.
It's actually kind of fun on the other side.
Say what?
Didn't seem that bad on the other side.
Better than here with us?
Different.
Well, I'm glad you're back.
It's my turn for a hug. Wrap me in your big noodly arms.
Biri steps away.
I'm still not going to sleep with you.
I don't want you to sleep with me.
What,
Good,
I'm not
you can
good
take
enough?
the first watch.
Yeah.
You're not good enough. You do not have nothing that I would prefer to have.
Yeah.
All right. Now you gotta hug me or what, big boy?
Yeah. I will return the hug while contemplating exactly how much work it's going to take to replace all that, halflings or gnome-sized gear.
Ah! And like bear hugs and lifts him off his feet. Ah!
Bones break. What? No, I don't know.
Who wants the first watch?
So who are these guys?
They are of Clan Dust. They are a group of elves that broke off from their main clan.
They may be listening. They are almost definitely listening.
Fine.
We are going to help them with their cause to repay our debt to them.
What's their cause?
We'll explain that after we're done sleeping.
Wipe out humanity. He says with a small, dull whisper, with the back of his hand like covering his mouth as he leans into, the sharp ear of
No, it's sharp.
him.
Quick
Huh?
points.
Why?
He shrugs.
That's not a reason.
Well,
Because they're
because
the
we like
disease.
to break things and we're hungry.
basically.
They're trying to protect the woods. They're trying to protect the natural cycle.
Clearly, they're hypocrites.
Who are listening? They may have some other viewpoints we haven't considered, which we can all ponder while we stay alert and take turns keeping watch tonight, in case any of the undead beneath us manage to slip their gate and come looking.
I'll take second watch since that's the darkest, or whatever.
Guys,
Wait,
I
you're
love you all.
But yeah.
You're making me rethink decisions.
No, you don't get to rethink any decisions. We're in this together.
Yeah, what are you gonna do? Kill yourself? Yeah, that's not cool. Get down on that mat and go to sleep.
Okay, I don't do
Listen.
that anymore.
All right.
You don't sleep anymore? You don't
He-
sleep anymore.
Because, yeah,
Huh.
figures. Anyways, you go over there and meditate on your mat right now, young man. And you tell me if your head gets any more cloudier than what it is now.
I'll do what I can.
Quint, do you want the first watch or the last?
I'll take first. It's when it's brightest.
All right.
Ant turns and goes to grab his pack and take out his mat.
Biri is going to stare, like she pulls her pack off and kind of stares at it for a minute, and then she starts to strip out of her armor. Who's standing closest to her?
Probably my character. Forgot his name. Ant.
She's going to say to him just really, really quietly, kind of offhandedly, "There are voices in my head."
And he kind of just
he opens his mouth like he's going to say something. She holds up a hand to try and stop him.
he slumps forward a little bit. Like his butt pokes out and like his head goes back, and he just gives her the most tired look. And his eyes say really? ? And then he just shakes his head, and then he just nods at her like he understands, and then just leans up against the wall.
The look she gives him is tired and helpless, and Biri doesn't look helpless very often unless people are actually dead. But she finishes stripping off her armor and unless she changes her mind halfway through. Strips off her armor and curls up with her her hand on her shield.
Yep, and Ant will check his bow, make sure it's propped up against the wall, along with his quiver, and then take his hatchet and put it under his pillow. Well, under whatever he uses as a pillow.
All right, so you all sleep. Biri, please make me a wisdom saving throw.
Okay.
Crawling in my skin.
Oh, I have a proficiency.
Voices are how I fall. Confusing what is real.
So, as you sleep, you are troubled by dreams of and battle. You seeing yourself as leading heavily armored men in ancient columns, and the battles that ensue. And you see yourself in a regimented military lifestyle in this keep when it was new and not, run down and destroyed. You're living vicariously through someone else's life. And eventually you, a wandering figure, arrive at the castle, seemingly the keep, seemingly out of nowhere in the middle of the siege, and offer you a black book. It looks to be bound human skin, as there's faces stitched together on the cover, and you see part of a ritual enacted therein before you snap awake.
Yep, Biri sleeps restlessly. Very restlessly.
But otherwise, nothing comes to pass. Nothing happens out of the ordinary, and you all awaken the next morning, fully rested.
Oh. We all alive still?
Yeah. It still feels cloudy.
Biri's going to use Divine Sense again because she wants to use it now that Nim has rejoined them.
Nothing strange comes off of Nim, but you still sense the undead.
Okay. She shudders. But gives Nim another hug without explaining why before she gets dressed.
Yay. Naked dragon lady hug.
So you all gear up. What do you do?
Let's take a minute and skin these wolves. Yes?
But they're in the bag of holding, right? We don't really need to worry about that.
Are they rotting in there?
I mean,
Nim, is your bag...
rotting doesn't happen overnight.
Ew.
Aren't they in suspension anyways? Inside the bag?
I mean, I haven't tested it, but theoretically.
Well, I meant to ask that OOC, but anyways, I guess it really wouldn't matter. I mean, they can wait at least until we get away from here, or whatever we decide to do.
No, I like that
will
idea.
tell you all a story. And she's going to pull out her mess kit and start making breakfast. And as she does, she's going to tell them the story of her dreams, so that you guys know everything that Andrew said to me. If that makes sense, about her dreams and the book and the keep. She'll tell us a long tale.
If we eat one of these wolves for breakfast, that's some good wolf meat.
Is wolf meat good to eat?
It's a little gamey, but
Any meat is good to eat if you're hungry enough.
As long as it's not long pig.
Pop out one of them there wolves, and we'll skin it and have some food.
Not inside you're not.
resource management. Let's do this.
We're not eating it raw. We have perfectly good rations.
Well, no, but
Alright.
you have cooking thingies.
Yeah, but not inside.
Oh, that's fair.
You ever tried to cook in an open fire inside? You guys would be passed out and dead in like 5 minutes.
That's how we plan to go out. We just didn't tell you.
Yep.
No, we'll just eat porridge balls because I still have some.
Mm.
It'd be better if these had bacon.
I want to get an idea of how many are here, what kind of forces they have, what sort of risk they pose to the vampire.
The vampire. You want to go down there and wake that thing up? In hopes that he would take back this place for what? Just to do whatever vampires do? That might be even worse.
Well, maybe they want the vampire as an ally.
Oh no, they keep him locked down there.
I just want to get a good idea of what the gathered forces are.
Well, I think that's reasonable.
She gives you all a look that is again kind of helpless and a little bit consternated. She is not the smart one of the group, and this is taxing her 12 intelligence.
The average human being.
Oh, yes, I'm below average.
I had some thoughts, but nothing that I'm comfortable without talking about here. But yes, getting an idea for what their forces are would be smart and prudent to whatever plans we make. Though I don't think going down in the catacombs is a good idea. I also have the gut feeling that that brother of hers is possessed by something.
Maybe by an angry vampire.
That
it might be.
Or that dude that made the dark pact.
Isn't the vampire the one who made the dark pact?
Mm-hmm.
DM? Okay.
Yeah, okay, sorry. So yeah.
I would like a chance to talk to her brother. I didn't catch his name out of character. Give him a chance to convince us of their cause. And I think there's much to learn.
I'm just telling you, if we were wiping out humanity, we're no different than the Blackblades.
She catches your eye, like makes a point of catching your eye, and nods a lot. Like, yes, I know.
Good, I thought you all lost your senses.
They said we could decline.
Yeah, but if we decline, I don't think we're going to be leaving out of here, with everything intact.
Could try just running and not saying anything. Nim, can you run in your new body?
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's see how they want us to repay our debt. Okay. They think we're useful.
It might give us some manner of leverage. It means they have to come to trust us, so, or at least allow us a certain manner of trust.
They didn't attack us in our sleep.
No.
So far, they've been honest.
Well, that's because they want to use us.
Mm-hmm.
Well, let's go see what this leader has to say.
So you guys step outside into the and there are several of the elves sort of milling around in this courtyard. The man in spattered robes isn't immediately apparent, and one of them sees you and will make his way up and say, "Lady Celis, of your contributions," and she bids you safe travels, and then gestures towards the gate.
Wait, what did he say?
Thanks you for your contributions to the cause and bids you safe travels.
Contributions? What contributions?
I know not. That is what she said.
He looks at Biri and then looks at that Nim. Well, make sure you tell her we say. He stops and looks at.
We've been dismissed. Are we being told to leave? She asks the elf.
Yes.
We hope to get a look at the catacombs.
It would seem that Lady Celis told us that you should be put on your way, politely as possible.
Well, your mouthpiece, dude. You need to move it away.
Do we know where the workshop was?
It's out in the courtyard.
Biri gives the workshop a look that is kind of like nostrils smoking dangerous for just a second. She's a little alarmed about what these contributions might be.
What'd
Perhaps
you do What'd you do with the body?
I'm sorry?
The old body.
I'm not sure. I didn't see.
All right. Please thank Lady Celis for us for her hospitality. And
I shall.
for the life of our friend.
He nods and smiles genuinely.
You guys
We
ready?
would prefer to give our thanks in person.
She would have too, but there was scouting to be done.
Yes, I'm ready. We should go.
And yeah. When we get out, and we get some ways into the trees, and it's just gonna say, and as long as if we don't have a tail, well, at least as long as the dude's not following us, it's just gonna say we need to be careful. They might try to ambush us out here. We know their position.
As they get out of the little area, Biri leans close and goes, "Can we track the scouts?" They're either scouting for the inn or the dragon.
Might be able to. We'll see what we can find as we go. If I find something, I'll lead us that way.
She nods.
I do not like that place.
No, I didn't either.
And with that, we will end the session as they make their way back out into the unknown wilds.